Hello everyone. Today we will talk the Chinese negotiation culture. This is my content. And next, the introduction, we will talk the Chinese culture. As a world power, it is very necessary for China to learn their culture and the negotiation skills related to their culture. But this is how to use the Hofstadter model to analyze the Chinese culture. And the Hofstadter model has 6 points. The first, power distance is high. The hierarchy system in Chinese society has been deeply rooted in people's mind, and generally emphasize respect for authority, such as teachers, elders, and leaders, due to the far-reaching influence of Confucianism. Most Chinese people respect the centralized system, which means that power is in hand of leaders and the superiors manage subordinates in the workplace. There is also a clean hierarchy, and the decisions are made centrally by superiors, and the individual with cognitive is highly qualitative. The traditional Chinese culture is mainly centered on family, clan, and social relations, and collective goals are always greater than personal interests. For example, family decision-making focus more on filial piety, with the elder at home as the core, or younger generation who are placed with the family's hopes and have the ability to carry forward the family as the core, while the workplace emphasize teamwork rather than individual heroism. The 3 point is moderate maxline. Chinese society focus on achievement, comparison, and education, and generally every family has much higher expectations for boys than girls. Since ancient China, the throne has been passed down to men, not women. There is also a famous saying called "Men are responsible for the outside world and women are responsible for the inside world." Women are labeled as the housewives, and the modern children all take their father's surname. However, with the continuous development and the progress of the time, women have also begun to have their own independence and autonomy, and can stand on their own. There are also a few families whose children take their mother's surname. The 4 point, the uncentrally avoidance is low. The Chinese culture has a high tolerance for ambiguity and change, which mainly manifests in the ability to flexibly adapt to the environments, such as the famous Chinese saying, "When a car reaches the mountain, then will be a way. When a boat reaches the bridge, its nature strengthens itself." Policy models are also common in policies, such as the special economic zones developed in the early days of China's reform and opening up, and there are many great industry among the people. However, due to the development of a large society in recent years, everyone's awareness of rulers is gradually improving. The 5, the highly long-term origins. Chinese generally attach great importance to thrift, saving long-term investment and education inheritance. For example, China's serving rate is far ahead of the world. The 6, China's highly restricted Chinese society emphasizes self-discipline. For example, the famous saying "spend money while it counts" has been passed down from ancient time to the present day. It emphasizes saving rather than enjoying life immediately, and it restrains in the desert of entertainment. Okay, the next, the 10 factors of Chinese cultures in negotiation. The first, negotiation goals, contracts or relationship. The Chinese negotiation goals in short term is to send a final contract, but the long term goals is to establish a long term cooperation relationship between the two parts. The Chinese negotiation attitude is usually to achieve a win-win situation. In rare case, there will be a competitive negotiation. And the negotiation style is generally very formal, and also pay attention to dressing. Communication will be indirect and impact in expressing one's own views. The society to time. Regarding time sensitivity, the stronger party generally does not pay much attention to it, while the weaker party will pay much attention to it. If both parts are equal, both will pay attention to it. And the head and loss of emotion lies. During negotiation, they will head their emotions better and will not show them easily. Regarding the form of agreements in negotiations, I think there are two camps in China. The North prefer contract in general principles, while the South prefer very special contract. Similarly, when it comes to reaching an agreements, there are difference between the North and the South of China. The North prefer to discuss the outline first, while the South prefer to discuss detail first. Chinese negotiations are usually led by a leader who makes independent decisions. It is rare for a team to negotiate. Regarding ability to bear risks, I think Chinese people generally hate risks, but they are not averse to accepting new things. The third difference is still based on the feasibility after analysis. The negotiation plan 1, the China differentiation, calculate the agenda and the negotiation framework, optimizing and providing information, build a negotiation relationship, and the implementation and the exploitation, seeking a solution, making and refill recommendation and reject suggestion. The exchange is consortium management and deal with the conflict. The negotiation plan 2 is the differentiation is conflict the topic and delivering information. The exploitation is make a suggestion and prefer a solution. The exchange is make concession and dealing with the conflict. The conclusion: Chinese culture is extensive and profound with a long history. We should think about its means from many aspects in terms of negotiation strategy. We should take the initiative to develop a long-term relationship and achieve win-win styles in the cooperation. This is my reference. Okay, that's all. Thank you.